guys, welcome to another exciting edition of the Culture Watch Africa. Of course, you know I'm your host. My name is Mos Haruna. Now, in our last edition, I did tell us about giving us more cuts from our interview with Mr. Harry, who happens to be the brain behind the Culture Watch Africa and Afrocultural in general. Yes, now, today, we'll be tackling an issue. There was a statement put forward by one of these Pentecostal pastors in Nigeria, Africa, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, who said,
"There is no such thing as African culture." Now that you're a Christian, say no. Don't promote it.
Okay, now that's what he said. That's his own opinion. I'm not saying anything about it, right? He said that I heard it, you heard it, I saw it, you've seen it right now. Let's hear what Harry has to say about the stance put forward by Pastor Chris Oyakhilome.
You see, sometimes certain things you want to say, want to describe, there are just some words that are apt for them. Okay, so unfortunately, I have to use a word that will sound like insulting Oyakhilome, but I can't help. There's no nicer way of putting it other than to say that he is very, very sociologically ignorant. Okay, no society exists without culture. It's a fact. It's a sociological fact. Yeah? And if you want to define, what sociology is all about, it's really basically about the study of the culture of societies. Okay, about how human beings behave, what human beings do, how they do them, okay, their behaviors. That's what it's all about. There's no nicer way to describe what Oyakhilome said other than the fact that he is ignorant. It's a fact. He doesn't know the definition of culture, and he doesn't know the definition of sociology. That's why people say that there's no such thing as the African culture. He's forgetting that the Christianity that he is representing is based on Jewish culture. So it is, if he says there's no such thing as African culture, that means there's no such thing as Jewish culture too. Like I said before, there is no society that exists without culture. Even ants, actually, even ants do have culture because they have ways of doing things in their community. If you enter the ant community, you have their queen ants and what have you, all the rest of them. They have a system. Those are all what make up our culture. So every society, every community does exist in a culture. The culture is the community, and the community is culture.
Now guys, right, if Chris Oyakhilome is saying that there is no such thing as the African culture, then what would he call the African cultural display they're about to show us right now? Would you call them Chinese culture or what? I don't know.
Weddings in Africa are definitely, and I mean definitely, different from all other regions of the world. Naturally, there are variations between various tribes in Africa, but commonly, it is usually a complex process. However, we are not going through the entire process this time because we already have it here on Afroscope.com. It's a series in 5 parts titled Afrocultural Tidbits on Traditional Marriage in Africa. A simple search on Afroscope.com takes you there in a jiffy. Please check it out. In the meantime, here is a bit of the grand finale of our wedding for you. in the Igbo tribe of Nigeria in West Africa. The event is a whole day affair, and one of the highlights is when the bride identifies her groom to the entire crowd at the event. Tradition demands that her father gives her a cup of local palm wine. She ceremoniously dances around in search of the groom among the crowd. She finally finds him and kneels to give him the cup of wine. He drinks the wine and returns the empty cup and the bride to her father. Then he pays for the cup of wine with any sum of money that he can afford. The father blesses the new couple as they kneel before him. In another highlight, the bride presents herself to the crowd, dancing. It's her time to show off in various dresses. She is rewarded in a tradition that is called spraying money. As you can see, she may earn as much as millions of naira or thousands of dollars, depending on the financial class of her spectators. And of course, the bride's mama must have her own attention as she makes her customary presentation of kola to her guests.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
She also gets spread with money, and as I said, plenty of it sometimes. After this celebration, which is the last in a long process in a typical marriage in our part of Africa, the groom can finally take his bride home. In the good old days, that would be the very first night that the couple would ever sleep together. I wonder how many couples can do that these days.
If that is not African culture in display, then I don't know what to call that. I mean, I've been a Chinese. Could be. I mean, don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section on the site, and also of course on our TikTok handle and on the Facebook page and the rest of them as well. Now, in an interview with Mr. Harry, he called Pastor Oyakhilome ignorant. Now, in his words, it's an ignorant thing for him when anybody says that Africa don't have culture. And that is his own opinion, right? So I'm going to be showing you guys opinion from different persons as to whether the African culture is barbaric or there is no such thing to begin with as the African culture. All right, so what is this?
Yeah, in a way, it's becoming a little bit comedic when you listen to some of these pastors. I speak as a Muslim, and when I listen to what Pastor Oyakhilome said, that Africans lack culture, I don't know what to believe, because my real worry is, does he understand what culture means?
It springs from some kind of ignorance of the whole idea of the concept of culture, because culture is the summation of a people's way of living. So you cannot say that the people don't have a culture or the Africans don't have culture. Africans have had culture, before the contact with colonialism, before slavery and all the rest. And in fact, if you check Things Fall Apart was a counterpoint to this idea that Africans have no history, Africans have nothing until the white people came. So Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe is a testimony, it's a testament to the fact that Africans have culture.
See, the problem with some of our pastors is that they don't seem to understand. They concentrate too much on the Bible, trying to read, trying to understand it, and at the end of the day, they end up, especially I'm talking about the Pentecostal, Hughes among not the Orthodox. The Orthodox, Christian priests, actually, they understand. But for a Pentecostal pastor to tell us that there is no African-like culture is very, very sad.
You can't tell me that there's no African culture. There's no human being on earth that doesn't have a culture.
Culture is people's way of living, and before the advent of Christianity, Africans in their various regions had their ways of interaction that goes beyond their belief system. They even had ways of trade exchange, and this is all encompassed in the African traditional culture. Because of these beliefs I hold, I would not agree with what the Pastor Oyakhilome has said.
Before every other thing you can say, there is culture, and there will always be culture.
There is African culture from the world goes from the beginning of the world. Every tribe, every country have their own culture. The culture before Christianity exists, there's African culture. It's nothing that there is something that nobody can do away with it. There's African culture. Christianity, pagan, even Muslim. No, everything. They have their own culture.
It's very sad of Oyakhilome. I'm a Muslim and I talk as one. Even the Quran, even in Islam has never attempted to abrogate or derogate the culture of the people as long as it does not go against the tenets of Allah.
Sadly enough, we've come to the very end of this edition. Of course, on our next edition, we'll bring in you guys more about why Mr. Harry thinks that Pastor Oyakhilome is ignorant to have said that there is no such thing as the African culture.